Senator Ian Marsh.
Thanks, Ciara. It would be remiss of me today if we didn't acknowledge and address the National Farm Survey statistics that came out last night from Teagasc. I think it's pleasant to see that the average farm income is up 32% to a figure just over €31,000, with dairy being the major contributor, up 65%, tillage farms up 20%, and sheep farms up 8%. However, this is all good news, but I think we need to be very careful because averages can be deceiving. It was once said to me that the best description of average is if your feet are in the freezer and your head is in the oven, your body temperature in the middle is average, but you're actually dying. So I think we need to be careful about averages. Subsidy and support from Europe accounts for 56% of this, so it's a huge portion of the revenue received. Dairy fortunes, as everyone knows, are market-driven, so that's a reaction to a deficit in the market of dairy product that has driven those fortunes. And if we remove the dairy average out of this, actually your average income to a farm business is about €20,000, with a beef unit averaging about 12,500 to 16,000 euros, so that's not a huge chunk of money to bring up a family. It's not sustainable. And we need to be mindful of the fact that in its own, in isolation, without support mechanisms, agriculture at the moment isn't sustainable. The success of agriculture will be key to the success of the country, and it's important that we keep that in mind. Investment is needed here. Support for R&D, support for innovation is needed, and support for education is critical, that if we're going to professionalise this industry and make the industry fit for purpose, fit for the future and sustainable. Complacency based on these figures is very dangerous, and we must not be complacent. I think that we need to focus on the fact that taking pressure off supporting this industry would be a huge mistake. We need to keep pressure on and invest for the future and support all the areas as mentioned. Marketing of the food on the island of Ireland is key to this success, and it's important that we also bear in mind that this is on the back of the discussion around Brexit and the uncertainty that brings. So just for the Chamber just to be mindful of the fact that don't be misled by very encouraging figures for the agri-food industry and for your farmers, that there are huge concerns out there, and we must all put their shoulder to the wheel to make sure that agriculture is supported and it's profitable and sustainable.